Gaffer, Peterborough to come on Saturday, but first off, let's look back at Tuesday. An incredible night for everyone. What are your reflections a couple of days on?
I think it was an incredible night because we knew what was after it. I think if the draw wouldn't have been so kind, then it might have not been as special as what it was. But yeah, I mean, these Tuesday nights at home are getting pretty special, aren't they? So full house, good result, good opposition, tough game. Physically was a tough game for both teams. But I think their subs that they're bringing on, experience, pacey forwards, and are testing us, and it took us to the wire. I think the last 15 minutes of extra time were just going on memory and we're digging in. But the resolution of our lads is unbelievable. So hopefully we continue that resilience in the coming weeks.
You mentioned there the digging in and the resilience. And if you look at the crowd, I mean, that's the loudest I've heard the stadium since I've been here. How much of a difference did they make, do you think?
Yeah, massive difference. For me, it'd be up there with in my top five. The Crew game at home, the Stockport game, even though it was a dead rubber game and the game wasn't of the most importance. It's probably 4 or 5 occasions. Wimbledon at home was a big one when we knew we had 4 draws on the run, and that was a big game. Charlotte at home last Boxing Day was a big one. So it was right up there.
And it felt like from watching from the stands that everyone in the stadium was proud of you and proud of your team. Did you feel that as well?
That's what I'm saying about sometimes your technique or your passing ability or your vision is not as the most important. Supporters love seeing a group of players, especially a group of young players, some of them making the first year in their career, giving absolutely everything. Some of them players are on loan. We're not the parent club. So the fact that they're giving absolutely everything, and the desire and the character that they show, it's very easy to be a supporter and jump on board with that. So I think I was more proud than any of them, but I think the supporters were proud, and I also think the players were proud of the support as well, because the atmosphere sometimes, especially when you're tired, but you have got something to hold on to. I think the energy can come from the supporters, and the supporters give us that.
Physically, obviously, over 120 minutes, so much output from the players. How are we looking?
134 minutes.
134
With all the time, it ended up being 134 minutes. So that is tough. It's a big load. 15 minutes of that was with 10 men. So yeah, we just asked the players this morning to be honest with us. Who's fresh? Who's feeling good? And we'll go with the freshest team. We'll have no excuses, and we'll make sure that when we go there, we'll play with intensity. We might have to change a few things in the way that they play, in the way we press. But there'll be no excuses. We'll be picking the freshest team possible.
Peterborough to come. They're up and around it. I haven't had that kind of season yet. They're second top scorers in the league, though, I think. So what kind of game are you expecting?
Yeah, they're a dream if you have both teams to score every week, aren't they? So it's got a lot of threat at the top end of the pitch, but also concede a lot of goals as well. So I think obviously they've lost a lot of quality in the back four from last season, and I think they've got 2 new players in, Eden and Sam Hughes, so that might freshen them up. But I think it's always a tough game, Peterborough. You've got to be good on transition. You've got to make sure you're in the right positions when you lose the ball. Otherwise, you've got pace on the counter attack, and tactically the players have got to be able to adapt because Darren's very, very tactically good. He's a good coach, good manager, and he's very aware of his different formations and the way that he can change his tactics to influence a game in his favour.
Since Tuesday, we've brought Dylan in. It looks like Chesterfield fans are really gutted that he's left them. So what do you think he can bring to us?
Good serves Chesterfield right for knocking us out of the cup last year, isn't it? No, it's the way it is. We got a phone call from the agent saying that he'd like to play at a higher level, and obviously we think he's done great. He's a player that I've been aware of since he was at Tottenham and then Blackburn. Made a number of appearances in the Championship for Blackburn. Dropped to a level that he feels he's too good for. Got the numbers to back that up, and hopefully now he can kick on. And he's come into an unbelievable group of people, so I think he'll settle in quickly. We want him to show his quality, and with the injuries and the energy that we asked our front players to work at, we need some fresh legs. So he'll freshen us up a little bit. But I have to say that I thought DJ was his best game for us at the club. Kelman and Perkins were absolutely outstanding. So they can really be proud of the performance. But we've got Tuesday Cup, Saturday Reading, Tuesday away at Exeter. So we need to start getting to a stage where now we're spreading the minutes. I didn't really do it over the Christmas New Year period because we was winning a lot of games, and the sense of the game just felt that if we give a goal away, the momentum can change. So we give a lot of players a lot of minutes. We're going to need to in the coming weeks start to share that load a bit.
We've spoken about the fans already, but we're coming off a very late finish on Tuesday to early start on Saturday. I'm sure there probably will be some tired legs at some point on Saturday.
Legs for the supporters?
Maybe.
Well,
yeah.
They didn't walk into Peterborough.
For the players, but maybe for some fans. How much of a help can they be maybe towards the end of the game?
Listen, the tiredness is after the game. These are extremely fit. I think we're one of the fittest teams in the league. And when we get it right, we can run teams into the ground. We've got two full-backs that can run for fun. We've got the centre-backs that are athletically very, very good. We've got three midfield players, and I include Pratt's in that can get around the pitch, even at his age. Brandon Donnelly's numbers are through the roof at the moment. Perkins, Kelman, the energy that they've showed. So, yeah, tiredness is just... If you think about it too much and use it as an excuse, it starts to become a reality, but it's mostly in your mind. So as long as we're mentally ready, you can still be effective on a football pitch without doing as much running, as long as you're thinking and you're in the right starting position and your reactions are good. So, yeah, I mean, our supporters will hopefully get to train or the coach, so they won't be too tired. It's not too far, so we expect our supporters to be like they have all season, follow us away in good numbers and in good voice, and hopefully we can keep this run going.